Hey everyone, this is Akash and welcome to PySpark Learning Hub. Today we are diving into a PySpark problem, but not just any problem, the one that will challenge your thinking and sharpen your skills. And in this video, I will walk you through my approach step by step so you can learn, practice, and grow. Solving a PySpark problem follows a simple process where we will try to understand and discuss the problem. Later, we will identify the input and expected output, and then we will try to write the PySpark code. Alright, let's see today's problem statement. So, today's problem statement is PySpark transformation. We will see how transformation works in PySpark, and with few example we will try to understand. There is transformation is a huge topic, but I will try to split it into multiple parts and with some use case or with some scenario so that you will understand transformation from basic to advanced. So in that I have taken one simple example of writing a PySpark code to transform the data frame to display each student marks. That means we have a data frame in which we have to display each student marks in maths and English as a separate column. So if you see, with the help of problem statement, we are not able to understand 100% what we have to achieve, right? From step one, what it is saying is we have a data frame, we have to display each student marks in maths and English. It is not just only select query. It is not like data frame dot select. It is not like that. There is some catch here. Okay, let us see that catch with the help of step 2. Let's see what is the input and expected output. Later again come back to step 1 and try to understand the question again, right? I've already created the data frame. You don't have to create it. Data and schema, I will be sharing this particular notebook in a GitHub. So if you want, you can go to this GitHub location and you can download the dbc file. And let us see the input, how is it looking, and let's see the expected output also. Let me execute the data frame. In input, if you see, we have a data frame where we have name, subject, and marks. And if you see the expected output, whatever rows we have as part of a subject, here we have a column. That means we have to do a structural changes. In short, we have to pivot it. Okay, row becomes column. And here, if you see, we have two students. Okay, for each student we have two records, right? If you see Anu, Shivu, Rudra. Okay, for each student we have different subject. In short, here we have two subject, math and English. Okay, so expected output is what we have to get is distinct record here as part of output, and subjects as a column, and marks what they have achieved, right? See, this is how in real world scenario, either in project or during interview, you will get this kind of a question. Okay, so that's why I've taken this example. I will be taking more, so stay tuned with me. I will take a lot of example in terms of transformation. So let us see how we can try to solve this particular problem. I hope you have understood the step 1, step 2. Let us first try to understand the approach. Later we can implement it. Okay, let us plan how we can do it. Okay, so here, to get the expected output, what we can do is to convert any column, okay, any row into column. What you can do is you can use with column, right? We can create a math and English with the help of with column, right? You know how to create a new column. For time being, forget about subject and marks. How do you create math and English? You can create with the help of with column, right? With that, if we add a case statement, case when maths is equal to this, case when English is equal to this, we can convert the math marks into one separate and English into separate column, right? This is how I am getting the first approach. Okay, there can be a multiple approach. What I if I get this during interview question, what I will do is I will create a separate column, math and English, with the help of with column, and with the help of case statement I will try to divide the marks and give it like that. Okay, that will be the first step. Once that is achieved, later we can, it is very easy, right? We can group it by name and we can merge the records. Correct. I hope you got my approach. This is the first approach. The second approach, directly we can use the pivot thing. Okay, so two approach for time being I am getting. Let us see and try to solve it both the approach. Correct. So first step, what we have to do is we have to create two columns, right? So how do we create columns in DataFrame? I have already shared in a lot of video. How do, if you want to create a new column, how do you do that? Yes, you use with column function, right? With column, and what it will take, two argument it will take. First is your column name. Here the column name is math, correct? Column name is math. Now what you have to do here is you have to write a case statement, right? Case statement you can write with the help of data frame also, or you can use express keyword. Okay, I usually go for express function, if you, because it is very easy. Okay, if you want to use that case statement, which is a function, you can use that also, or you can use express also to write the case statement. In one of the video I've shown you how to write case statement in Express. Both way I have discussed. You can use any method. Okay. Let us see how we can write here case. Correct. All will be caps, right? This keywords, whatever keywords we are writing under Express, this will be capital letter. Okay. Try to understand that thing. Okay. Now what we have to do is subject is equal to, okay, if it is math, then marks, else null, end, right? This is the first expression what we have to write. Okay, let us see the second also. Okay, we have to create two columns here, right? So let me try to see whether it is giving as expected or not. See, math we have achieved here. This is what we wanted, math, in math column, and mark should be only if it is maths. If it is English, it will come null. Okay, let us later on we will see how to deal with that null thing. Now let's create the same way for English as well. Okay, we will create a column English, and English value should go in English, and it should be not marks, then marks. Yeah, this is what we want. For English also we want the same. Let us see the expected output. Correct, we have, this is what we wanted, right? Math and English. Now we have two columns, right? Math and English, right? Let us give it as English, right? Math and English we have now, right? Now let's not worry about this marks and subject. Already we have created subject as a column, and marks also we have received under it for the respective student, right? Now let's try to create a data frame here. Okay, save it in a data transform form as a data frame, and try to show it. Okay, let us see that dot show. Okay, you got what we have done here, right? Now what we can do is, now if we group it by name, you will, instead of two column we can get one column, right? And what we have to do is, here we have to either find min or max, both will do. Whenever we apply some group by, we have to apply some analytical function. If you apply min max, both will give the same result, right? So let us try to apply group by here. Okay, group by, what we have to do, yes, Group by name. When we do group by name, you will have distinct record, right? If we apply any group by, what we have to do? We have to perform some analytical function, right? Aggregate. Yes. Here aggregate, you can take any min max, both will give. For if you give min, it will give 79. If you do max, it will give 79. Right. So both will give the same thing. Min, if you use min, it will not give null. Okay. Try to understand. Null as doesn't value. If you use min, it will give 79 only. Okay. So let us try to apply the analytical function as max. Okay. Max of what? Max of math. Correct. Max of math, and let us alias it as math itself. Okay. The same thing we have to do it for English as well. Correct. The same aggregate function we have to apply max of English, right? Max of English, and it should be English, right? Let us try to see the output now. Okay. Dot show. Let us see the expected output. See, now we have got the expected output name, math, English, and all the null. If you use min also, right here, let me show you that also. If you use min also, it will give the same result. Right, see, min, max, both, because if you compare any value with the null, it will give the positive value. Okay, null doesn't have any values here, right? So we have achieved the expected output. I hope you have got how to do a transformation here. Majorly what we did is we did the rows value into column, right? This is major transformation. During project work also, you will get a lot of this kind of scenarios, pivoting, a lot of pivoting you have to do it. Okay, so this is the first approach. We have one more very easy approach. Let me show you that also. Df dot, what you can do is you have a direct function of pivot. Okay, the same thing I'm trying to do, group it by name. Okay, I'm doing it directly on data frame, not on data transform. Okay, what we can do is we can pivot it. We do have a function known as pivot. Pivot of what? Pivot of subject. I've not covered pivot. I will try to make some video on pivot also, because on pivot I did not cover the video, but I will create some video on how pivot works. Okay, using pivot also we can solve this scenario. What we have to do is pivot of subject, right? Pivot of what? Pivot of subject. That means whatever distinct value we have, it will create the columns, right? In short, pivot. And what we have to do is we have to aggregate it. Aggregate of first function we can use. Okay, there is a function of first, right? First of marks, right? If I do show, it will give the same result. See, same result it is giving. For Rudra it is 60, English is 60, right? And math is 79. Math is 79. See, same result. Two way we have. Either you, if you are aware about pivot, you can use pivot, or you can use this function also. This is a bit tedious, but logically, see, whenever this question interviews, for example, just imagine you got the interview question saying that, okay, this is what you have to do. If you apply pivot, they might feel, okay, it is very easy to do it with pivot. They will ask, they will have a condition saying that you should not use pivot. What you will do in that scenario? You have to use this method. Correct? So I have shown you both with pivot and without pivot. So it is very good to have alternative approach during project task or during interview session. It is good to have. No harm in having alternative. So this is how we have to solve any PySpark problem. I would like to hear how you have solved this problem. Drop your approach in the comment below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone who is on their PySpark journey. If you enjoyed this video, want to practice more, make sure to check out my YouTube channel for plenty of similar problems. I've already given the link. You can also visit my GitHub repository where I've shared a wide range of problems and solutions to help you sharpen your skills. GitHub link also I've given in the same notebook. And for latest updates, tutorials and tips, don't forget to follow me on LinkedIn. Let's stay connected and keep learning. If you want, I do have a LinkedIn link also. You can give it a follow here. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video. Until then, happy coding. Thank you.